Hello, everyone. Well, howdy to you guys. I'm excited to be back on YouTube live here on this beautiful Monday morning. Not sure where you guys are finding yourself, but I know I'm here in Texas, and it is a beautiful, crisp fall day. It's not a fall morning; it's a fall day. So I am using my microphone today. Will you guys, as you're hopping on, let me know if you can hear me. Can you guys hear me okay? Hello, everyone. Yay, you guys are all getting on. I love it. I love it so much. I have been watching over here, making sure that I don't miss anyone. Now, a lot of you guys are on here because you got my text, right? Okay, good. Yes, you can hear me. Okay, perfect. A lot of you are on here because you got my text. I let you guys know that I am going to take a pivot, a huge right turn. I'm going to tell you a little bit about that here in just a minute. But I sent out a text. If you're not part of my text, 940-242-5443 is how you want to be alerted when I am going to teach you all the things that I have in my head and in my heart about direct sales. I'm obsessed with direct sales. I'm here to tell you guys, I love it. I truly believe that it is the only option available for the average American to live an above average life. I truly believe with all of my heart that there's no better opportunity, to be quite honest. I mean, here we are at this point in the game in this country, and we got to realize, you guys, there's zero job interviews here. There's zero conditions and requirements here. All we require in the direct sales space is that you are willing to be coachable, teachable, open, receptive. I'm going to teach you all these things. But I got to tell you guys, I've never done this before. Maybe some of you guys are like, I know, I'm so excited about it. I've never done this before. But I will say a little bit to you guys. Let me start by just sharing this with you guys is I just turned 50 this year, and I have spent my life growing, learning, and pivoting, to be quite honest. You know, when I look back when I was young, I graduated from Texas A&M University and went on to be a school teacher. And I look back and I realize how much of my entire life since I was 18 has been in the direct sales industry. What is direct sales? Well, we're going to be literal right now, but direct sales is a company that pays you according to the work that you do. Yes, I truly believe there's your traditional jobs that are direct sales, but they don't pay like a direct sales. Here, what do I mean by that? A lot of people like to call direct sales a pyramid. That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Like, the only true legal pyramid is a job. Okay. I want you guys to understand that. The only true legal pyramid is probably where you work or your spouse works right now. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, because it doesn't matter how much harder you work. It doesn't matter how many more hours you put in. It doesn't matter. You're probably not going to get promoted to manager, to regional manager, to vice president of the company, to president of the company. In a lot of spaces, you have to go back and get another degree in hopes that you get a job elevation of any kind, whether it's pay or whether it's a promotion of a title, it doesn't matter. So that's you really, truly the legal pyramid of the world that we live in. So I'm not going to argue about whether direct sales is a pyramid. For you to even think that, you don't realize that those were outlawed many years ago. But a lot of people don't like direct sales. Why? Well, because you're the variable. That's the good news, that you're the variable. You can't just show up and collect a check. If you're like myself, I love that about direct sales. As I look and I see how much can I get paid, help me, submit me to a system, and it's off to the races because I don't want anyone to tell me what I'm worth except for myself. All right. So we're going to walk through. I'm actually changing my whole YouTube channel dedicated to this space. Why? I'm 50 years old. We've made millions upon millions upon millions upon millions of dollars. Brian and I, my husband, we've been retired out of the workspace for, gosh, going on 12 years, maybe 11 years, something like that. We've been a part of many direct sales companies, but really, truly, since I was 18 and Brian was 19, we've dabbled in direct sales. However, let's see. So when I was 18, so in 1990, today is 2020. So in 1990, Brian and I dabbled, right? We were dating. He dabbled. I dabbled. I've tried it all. Well, what shifted in 2009? And those are the things that I hope that I'm going to teach you. I went from sometimes being in the negative to perhaps sometimes just getting my stuff paid for, whether it was products, whether it was lotion, whether it was makeup, well, it didn't matter, to actually earning millions. And so that's what this journey is. Okay, so why now? Why is Robbie going to do this now? I'll say this. Because I have a heart for this country and I know I'm damn good at what I do. And I know that I will teach you things that your success system in your company isn't teaching you. I train differently. I lead differently. It's what I currently do with my team. We do things differently here. And so here's what I want to encourage you straight out of the gate is to remember as you approach these trainings, I'm just leading from the front because twice we've made it to the top of the company. Twice. One of them was a 25-year-old company. We made it to the top of the company out of collectively, I'd say over 1.5 million, 2 million distributors over the 25 years. We made it in probably about the top 25. And then another company, we made it in the top 5 of the entire company. And we're about to do it again. And so I'm not coming to you because I have a great idea, or I'm not coming to you because I have nothing else better to do. I mean, I am climbing the top of the mountain myself again. Why am I coming to you? Because I have a heart for you, ladies. Because you shouldn't have to stay the same. You can. Because your check doesn't have to make lateral moves each and every month. It can. Because your rank doesn't have to stay the same. It can. Now, I'm not here to tell you and guarantee you jack squat, but I am here to tell you that I've got some wisdom to give to you. And my heart for you ladies that are believing whatever company you have said yes to is your answer. I believe it more than you do. I'm going to say that again. So all of you ladies that are listening to me who said yes to your current company for all of the reasons, because you believe that it's going to be the breakthrough for your family, I got to tell you, I believe more than you do. I do. Because I've done it wrong. I've done it I've done it mediocre. I've done it well. I've done it average. I've done it freaking big. I've done them all. And so I really have a heart. I truly believe, let me start by this. You're not my competition. Yes, I too am building another empire. Yes, I too am helping people make a lot of money and this company become a household name. You're not my competition. Hey, and listen, I'm not yours. Have you ever checked to see how many people are in the United States of America alone? You're not my competition, and I'm not yours. All right. So that being said, I want to start off. I've actually got some notes that I want to go over with you guys. Are you guys excited? Y'all tell me in the comments. Are you guys excited? I'm trying to see who is on here. Hopefully you guys are excited. I know one of the texts back that I got was, I'm not part of direct sales, but I know that I could apply this in my workforce. You're exactly right. You sure in the heck could. And so what I'm going to teach you over the next, gosh, I don't know, 12 weeks, 18 weeks, 400 weeks, we don't know, is again some wisdom. Because I want to see every woman on this planet believe in herself enough to go make a difference, believe in herself enough to say yes to her family, believe in herself enough to stop popping popcorn at home, shoving it in your bag, and walking into the theater. Like, stop. Even if it's $100 a month. I believe, without even knowing what company you're a part of, I believe that it's possible. I truly believe that it's possible. Truly believe that it's possible. And so, number one, please come with a journal. Please come with a journal. Don't ever trust your future or your fortune to your memory. See, some of you guys will watch this and you guys will stare at me. And you guys will be like, what's she saying? I'm not a reality TV show, even though sometimes I feel like I could be. I'm not a reality TV show. I want to teach you some things. And so we have always heard when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. So I don't know what you're going to take out of this. If you stare at me, you're probably not going to take a whole lot. But number one is come with a journal. Number two is I want you to think of your purpose. What is your purpose? As to why, really, truly, you're even on here. Let's start with that. What is your purpose for being on this YouTube right now? What is it? Is it because you want to make more money? Maybe you want to rank. Maybe you want to grow your team. Maybe you want to double your team. Maybe you want to pay for cash for Christmas. Maybe you want to take your kids on a spring break trip that's coming up just around the corner of a new year. Maybe you want to be financially free. Maybe you need a new car. I don't know. Why are you here? Write that down. Because my husband just said this. We just taught our team about an hour and a half ago in our team page, and he said, to become vulnerable is to become the variable. It's one of the many things that he said. To become vulnerable is to become the variable. I'm going to teach you guys about a week purpose at some point in this journey, because I know there's a lot of you girls on here that are led to believe that, well, I'm fine. Everything's fine. Life is fine. Life's good. Life's good. I'm good. We're good. Everything's good. Fine, good, fine, good, fine, good. I'm so done with those words. Number three, write down on your journal, what vehicle are you a part of? Write down your company. Write down what the vehicle is. Write down what is it that you do. I'm going to train on that a little bit more because most people don't even know. You don't do a company. Most people, we could say, what do you do? And they'll say, I do. And they say the company. No, that's not what you do. What do you do? What is your vehicle is one thing. What solutions do you provide is a whole nother thing. That is where your millions are waiting. All right. So what vehicle are you a part of? Now, good or bad, I want to ask you about your vehicle. Are you still in love with your vehicle? Does it still put a lump in your throat with your vehicle? I have a client that I'm a personal coaching client too. And one of the things I asked her was, I said, are you still in love with this company, this direct sales company? And she just kind of looked at me and I said to her, because it doesn't really go with your life anymore. I'm sure it did at one time, but it doesn't really go with your life anymore. And if it doesn't go with your life anymore, perhaps you feel like the world's greatest hypocrite. Maybe. I don't know. So I want to ask you, are you still fired up about your vehicle? Brian and I, since we're 18 and 19, since 1990, have made a lot of changes in our life. And a lot of people will say, oh, oh, oh my God, you're doing another direct sales. You're damn right I'm doing another direct sales. Why? Because who in their right mind stays the same when you see greater? Like, nobody lives in a 1,500 square foot house and goes and buys the other 1,500 square foot house. No, nobody lives in one community and goes to buy the same kind of house in the same community. No, nobody moves their family across this country to get a new job for the same pay. Nobody goes back to school to get a master's or perhaps a PhD because they want to make the same thing and have the same title. Listen, don't confuse mainstream workplace with the direct sales workplace. Some of y'all are hanging on for dear life to your vehicle that is no longer a part of your lifestyle, that no longer fits with your brands, that no longer, quite honestly, you're passionate about. And so therefore your whole days feel lateral, you guys. It takes a brave soul to take a new job. It takes a brave soul to change real estate companies. It takes a brave soul. We all understand it with coaches. I mean, we live in Argyle and our boys won state last year, and not a hot second after we won state, they scooped up our OC and he left. I mean, we're not like, wow, he's taking another coaching job. I mean, wow, that's rude. No, because he got an advancement. Everything was greater. His title, his position was greater. His pay was greater. See, some of y'all got to look at your vehicle and you got to ask yourself, is this vehicle still who I am? Now, and then number 4 is, are you ready to try something new? Tell me in the comments. Are you ready to try something new? If you're new to Robbie Page, I'm a teacher by trade. I went to Texas A&M University, graduated with an education degree. My first job out of college was I was a school teacher. I taught for 1 year, 26 years ago, and I haven't been back. But little did I know, I didn't want to be a school teacher. I am a teacher. So, as we walk through this YouTube together, I'm going to position interactive responses by you. So, tell me in the comments, are you willing to try something different? Let me quote you a couple of things. If you've always do what you've always done, you'll always get what you always got. Anybody know what that means? What's another one? Here's another one that everybody likes to hold their hat on. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Well, honey, if you're not advancing and making more money than you were last month, it's broke. Sorry. And it's not that you have to fix it. Perhaps you need to tweak it. See, perhaps you're like myself and you've already been at the top of the mountain twice. Like, I looked down and my team that was spread out through that mountain from the $100 a month all the way up to those that were making $40,000 a month. Whatever it was, I saw my team on whatever part of the mountain that they chose. We've already done that twice. Okay, so we're going to do that again. So what does that mean? Well, I'm not saying it wasn't broke. I'm not saying it all needs to be fixed, but I am saying it is 2021. And if we don't pivot and if we don't tweak some things, things are going to look different, because the only thing constant here is change, friends. So, all right. I want to ask you a couple questions because I go back on my journey, right? This is a whole new journey for me. But what has happened in this journey is I've reflected. I've gone back and I've reflected. And in that reflection, I thought, what did I do right? What did I suck at? What do I wish I would have never done? What do I wish I could do again? And I learned through that. I don't spend time on what I sucked at, what I shouldn't have done, and all my regrets. I acknowledge them and then I move on. But what I did study was what did work. And so as we go through the course of this, remember, if you text me 940-242-5443, I will let you know when I'm going to go live. You guys all be sure. Do we have all 12 of you? Have you subscribed to my channel? Have you set your alerts? Everybody, like this video. Hurry, go ahead, like this video, because the more likes we get, the more subscriptions we get, the more my YouTube channel is going to yell at you. So thank you in advance for doing that, you guys. I truly believe that together we can change the world. So let me ask you this. What if I could tweak your thinking ever so slightly? What if, oh, good, look, you guys are liking it. Thank you. Like it, everyone. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What if you could think your way to the top of your company? Would you guys agree with that? What if the law of attraction actually works in direct sales? What if you could meditate yourself into everything you've always wanted? What if manifestation is real? Now, hear me before I lose y'all. I love Jesus too. I love the Lord with all of my heart. I'm going to heaven, all the things. But I do think we're living in a time where we've got to stop separating the laws of this world and the church. For the first time in human history, the church and science agree. Did you know that? We're living in the information time, you guys. And so what if perhaps I were to teach you how to use meditation, law of attraction, your thinking, manifestation, all the things in your direct sales business? What would you do? Would that be cool for you guys? What if I made it, it's not weird? Because I can tell you this, when I look back on what I've walked through, when I look back on how I went from $3,000 a month to 90 days later, $17,000 a month, to March, April, May, June, July, August, 6 months later, $35,000 a month, and then on and on up to 80,000 plus a month of income. Are you guys cool if I teach you that? Anybody want to learn that? That's what I'm going to teach you guys. That's what I'm going to teach you guys. I've gone back journal after journal, page after page. What in the world? Because I want to do it again. I want to do it again. I want to help thousands of people. I want to make a stupid amount of money. I want my children to go to Africa with me. I want to travel the world. I want to be a 7-figure giver. I want to be a 7-figure tither. I want to do it again. And I got to tell you guys, I am 50 years old. And for me to get back up and back in the trenches to find people I can help make a stupid amount of money and live an incredible amount of life, so that you got to rest assured that I'm fired up about where I'm at. And so I'm going to teach and train you guys. Are you going to show up? Are y'all going to show up? That's the question. Are you going to show up? So I want to ask you guys this question as you guys are chatting in the comments. Oh, I love to see some of your names. I already know. I love it so much. Hello, Katie Miller. Hello. Okay, let me ask you guys this. I am thinking once a week I will go live and I will teach you something. Now, and I say that I could get excited and, go live, which is why you want to set your alerts everywhere that you can, right? You want to be sure you're subscribed. You want to be sure you're liking the videos. You want to be sure that it whistles at you if I go live. And you want to be sure that you text me. So I may do maybe twice a week. What do you guys think? Twice a week? What do you guys think? Once a week, twice a week? I want to be sure that I train you. Now, they're not going to be super long. We're at 24 minutes and I'm actually done. So will you do me a favor? And will you text me Would you like to see once a week or twice? Because I've got 10 years of journals, 10 years of how we went for everything we dreamt of, 10 years of journals on how we decided to trade in the bankruptcy and 2 foreclosure card and decided to chase the fact that we would be millionaires. 10 years of my mind and my heart on paper, 10 years of what we did. Because here's what I want to close with. Here's what I want to close with. If it was all about the success system that your company is telling you to follow, if that's all it was about, would you agree with me that everyone would be successful, including you? If it was all about follow these 10 rules, follow these 10 things, could I trigger your brain just a little bit and ask you, if that was in fact true, shouldn't you be at the top of the company? So what a lot of the leaders at the very top are not going to train you is what I am. Because see, I'm not at the top of your company. Maybe you're on my team. Maybe you're on here and you're on my team. And this is just an appetizer for you, friend. You know that. I teach this on our team page. But perhaps I'm going to teach you the tips and tricks of the top leaders in direct sales. All right? So I'm going to end with this. Maybe perhaps I need you to understand that your personal realities are a direct result of your personality. I'll leave you with that. I'll leave you with that. We'll talk about that next time that we see each other. All right? Thanks for joining me today, you guys. Be sure that we stay in touch. Don't miss the next one because we're going to actually set some goals together and we're going to actually get this thing done. If I cussed, I would say, let's go blow some shit up. All right. All right. Bye-bye.